Alright, so I'm Ray Schmitz and this is Paul Rampersad, and we're from Uprise Sponsorship, a service that connects amateur extreme sport athletes with extreme sports companies looking for sponsorship. So in order to make our demo and problem more believable, we've created an early adopter with Marius. He is an avid skateboarder. He's been skateboarding since he's about 8. He's gotten really good and he wants to take his career to the next level, but he doesn't know how, and so he's going to go to Uprise Sponsorship, which would help him get sponsored. So our problem is athletes and companies have a hard time contacting each other for sponsorship. So our solution is an easy-to-use website that customers create profiles, and they enter all their information and their social media so they can contact each other easily. So our demo for the athlete is a mock profile where they would put in their name, their sport, why they're on the site, their accomplishments about themselves, and then their social media, which would be like a video or a picture of them doing their sport.
All right, so Meyer Skis was one of the businesses we were looking to interview, and as Ray was talking about the athlete's profile, we also have a business profile because we are a B2B and a B2C service, and essentially the business and the athlete's profile are the same, but the only difference with the business is that we ask what type of athletes you're looking for. It can be paintballing, skating, or any other independent athlete. And we also ask the type of goal, the goal they have, the amount of athletes they want, because essentially they all, at the end of the day, the businesses want exposure, but we realized through interviews is that some businesses just want an athlete to be the face of the business without having a high social media following page. But like we have Jay Skis on the other hand, I'll talk about later on, that wants like an active high social media like Mario is to represent their business. Our progression so far, like we've been talking to Jay Skis, and they're highly interested. We've just finished an interview with them. They're willing to pay to $100 to $150 a month, but we know that that is expensive for smaller businesses, so we have to complete more interviews to find out if we should do anchor pricing and use tiers to fit the business's needs, but we would not be able to answer that. We know if that would work, that's why we have to perform more interviews. Also, we've been starting, one of our marketing strategies is using Instagram. And we plan to use Instagram where we've set a goal of 15 follow businesses, 15 businesses or athletes every day. And so far it's been proven successful. I think we have around 45 followers, and we started this Monday. And when they've been contacting us, 2 businesses have contacted us, so we're planning to do those interviews as well. And then at the end of the day, Uprise Sponsorship wants to give people a shot to show what they got. Thank you.
Good job, guys. A little short, 249, okay? And I think there's a couple ways we can expand on that. First thing, it's interesting what they did. I thought it was nice. You introduced yourself and you told us what you were. Your solution statement, the first one, right after you introduced yourselves, was perfect, okay? So you didn't have to repeat it, because then the second time is a little more difficult. I don't know if you tried reading it off the screen or not. You said it perfectly the first time, right? Then you brought up Marius, and this is interesting. I like this. What you should be doing in this presentation is taking Marius all the way through the presentation. So basically, the story you're telling us is about Marius. You know, Marius is a 15-year-old skier, whatever, all that stuff. He's looking to sponsorships and all that. When you get to your demo, this is where I think you could have done a better job on a demo. Put Marius's information on there. Right? Let's take Marius all the way through even the demo. And then what I didn't see in the demo is how the connection happens, right? So imagine what your website would look like. Is it going to be similar to LinkedIn, where you have the person's picture, you have some file, whatever? How is it going to look, and how would these companies find them? You got to take me through that step. And I'm assuming that the companies are going to want you to take them through that step. So I think that's the next thing you guys got to work on is how actually this connection is going to happen, okay? I love that you're going out and talking to companies already. I think that's great. Keep doing that. $100, $150 a month. What do they get with that?
Well, they would receive the types of athletes. So, like, let's say, what was that guy's name?
Marius?
Yeah, no, I ran an actual
Oh.
Sean, and he's a skater, right? And he's a skier. So we would introduce him to them, and then they would select all the social. They would see the social media accounts and everything, and they would just contact each other. We're also planning to use percentages instead, because what we were talking about before was that, it would just be one and done, and we wouldn't be able to do business with them anymore. So instead, we want to do take a percentage of every time they make money or work together.
So to be almost like these, Marius and Sean, whoever, actually works for you. You're like the agent. And whatever money they make, you get a piece of it, right? That's similar to what, okay. So again, I think if you expanded on Marius a little bit, and you went through the demo a little more, your time would have been perfect. But people you're interviewing and all that, keep doing that. I think you guys are doing a really, really nice job. Great work, keep it up. All right, enjoy it, thank you.